Hello there, New Zealand. I'm glad you could join in. Well, today, everybody I've spoken to seems a bit down about the lockdown. I thought, what better way to share some good vibes and positivity than by allowing you to join in, leading some interactive meditations. Now, this one is just a very basic meditation. It involves focusing on our breath. There are many reasons why we do that. Basically, we want to detach from stories that we tell ourselves. We want to experience things as they are. We want to observe the moment that we're in and live in the moment. In Buddhism, Buddhism says many things. One of the things it says is that suffering comes from attachment and from aversion. And if we can live moment by moment in an unaltered state, then we can be free from some of the suffering. If we can be free from attachment, from craving, from desire, and just allow ourselves to experience things as they really are. That's one of the reasons we do this kind of meditation. This is one of the most basic of meditations, one of the most universal, and it starts with posture. So, the most important thing is to have a straight back, and that way we, at our most aware, we're trying to develop awareness, we're trying to come to a kind of a higher level of awareness. So we have a straight back that helps us to keep from slumping and being sleepy. And it's sometimes said that if you have your hands like this, your right over your left, and your thumbs touching, that helps the flow of energy through your body. But you can have your hands however you want. The only thing is, don't lace the fingers, because that's said to stop the flow of energy. There you are. So taking note of our posture. Visualizing a string coming from the crown of our head, pulling us up towards the ceiling. This gives us the right kind of posture. And coming into the body, feeling the sensations of the body, allowing ourselves to arrive in the body. And as we notice sensations, simply observing them. Feel the sensations in our head, allow our awareness come to our head, down to our shoulders, through our neck, relaxing and softening as we go, becoming aware of our arms, our hands, our upper back, our torso, where we sit, our legs, where we contact the earth, our feet, allowing all these to soften and relax, becoming deeply aware of our body. Now, we can meditate either with our eyes open or closed. It's not really material. If your eyes are open, try to let them settle, let your gaze settle on a point, and let that be your point where your eyes rest. Now bring to mind a motivation for meditating. If you can, try to make this as broad as possible, something like to reach your highest potential, to be of the greatest benefit to all sentient beings. But if that's a step too far, at least try to make your motivation to break free from the cycles of attachment and aversion that lead to suffering cyclically over our lifetimes. Now, carrying this motivation, imagine that you are filled with light as a crystal in a pool of clear water. You are filled with light. If your attention wanders, bring it non-judgmentally back to your fullness, your radiance with light. Now, gently smile to yourself. And bring in the sensation that comes with the smile. Bring your attention to the breath. Bring your attention to points of entry and exit of the breath, usually the nostrils, and making no effort to control your breath, simply watching it. Note it. Note its quality. Observe it all the way in, all the way out. Follow your breath. Continue to do this. And if you find your attention wanders, if you find yourself engaging in thoughts, find yourself feeling sensations and being distracted, once you notice this happening, simply allow your attention completely without judgment to return to your breath. as you notice thoughts arise, as inevitably they do, allow them to be. Watch them. Let them come. Let them pass. Don't engage with them. Don't turn them into stories. Simply allow them, watch them, and return your focus gently, without judgment, to your breath. And gently, in your own time, allow yourself to rise from meditation. And devote any positive merit that you've gained to your highest purpose, especially remembering your greatest potential to be of greatest benefit to all sentient beings. And just before we go, reflect gently on what you notice. So there are many purposes, many points to meditation, to this kind of meditation. One is simply to reach an unaltered state of mind where you're no longer telling yourself stories, You're simply experiencing things as they are, and that's one way to lead to peace and patience and ultimately compassion. In Buddhism, compassion is really the only path to being happy. It's also cumulative. If you meditate, even just like this for 10 minutes a day, doing no other kind of meditations, over time, the benefits of developing patience, of developing compassion, developing peace, of living in the moment will become manifest. That's all I have to say. Surprise! You've done 20 minutes of meditation. Wonderful.